Good morning everyone and welcome back. Mr. Salberg here for my latest Wren 10 message. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas break, a really safe, enjoyable and restful opportunity for you all. We've had an absolutely fantastic week, first week back already. It started with an inset day, staff coming in. Our theme for the inset day was all around assessment and feedback. What do we do in the classroom to support students in making sure they can do even better? How do we make sure they can be the very best they can be? What does that look like when we assess that work? How do we give feedback? What's the best way of giving feedback? How do we really support our students? It was a fantastic day, loads of really exciting ideas. And that links in with also reporting and how we communicate about student progress and about how students are doing, and how do we run our parents' evenings, how do we communicate, all of these things. And so I'd like to invite you to our next coffee with the principal. That is on the evening of the 18th of January, where our theme and our topic will be reporting and communication. How do we support you to help our students and your children to be the very best they can be? So we'll be sharing more about that, and it'd be great to have many of you to come along and join us in that conversation. After inset, we moved into a period of testing. Students were absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for supporting that process. Loads of students came in and took part in the testing. I spoke to a number of the volunteers, and a big thank you to all the volunteers who gave up their time from the local community to come and help us with that. They commented about how polite, how mature, how responsible and positive all of our students were. So that was great feedback, and thank you very much for your support in that. Through the testing programme, it did show that we do have a number of positive COVID cases within the school community, both students and staff. And so what we need to do is all make sure we're doing everything we can to keep the number of cases down, to make sure everyone is safe in school. Therefore, what we must do is ensure that we are all doing twice weekly testing. All staff are doing that, and it'd be great for all students to do that. Test twice a week on the lateral flow devices at home. We've got our deliveries of coming in, and more are being promised. So if you are needing some testing kits, do let us know. We recommend doing it before you arrive at the beginning of the week. So Sunday night, do a test to make sure, and then midweek. That will really help us to monitor numbers and keep the numbers of COVID cases down. We also need to make sure we're being responsible in school, washing our hands regularly, using the hand sanitizer when we come into school and enter any buildings, and we must all make sure that we're wearing our face coverings. It's been fantastic so far. A couple of days in, students are really supporting that and being engaged with that. We've got to keep making sure we do that. Remember, we've said that a student either will be wearing a mask or showing their exemption pass, and we're asking students to wear a lanyard to show that, and that's the best way that we can make sure we keep schools safe, and that we can make sure that we keep school open and we keep doing face-to-face communication. Another thing we're doing is making sure we've got good ventilation, and we're monitoring the ventilation in school, and we're really advising students, as you can see in the Wren 10, to make sure that they layer up, that they are prepared for potentially cold weather that we're having at the moment. It does mean that occasionally windows will be open, ventilation will be in, but we're keeping our uniform standards high, so please make sure you support us with that and ensure students are layering up. We then move on to coming up weeks. Year 11s today have had a fantastic assembly. They're starting their mock exams today, and they carry on for the next 2 weeks. And we're going to be sharing that assembly with Year 11 parents. Really looking forward to them showing us all the work they've done over the last few months and the last few years preparing for these their GCSEs. And we are really looking forward for them to showing how brilliant they are and the best they've done. And then we're looking forward to getting back. It's been fantastic to have the school full today, being wandering around, speaking to students, hearing about their breaks and their Christmases, hearing about some of their concerns and their worries and how we can support them. And then we're looking forward to a fantastic term. So I wish you all a fantastic weekend. We go again next week, really looking forward to it. Stay safe, look after yourselves. Let's all make sure we're doing all we can to keep COVID out of the school and keep it under control. And I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.